Welcome to Uncommon Pilates. I'm Mary Pat, and today we're going to do a little spinal warm-up. I'm going to use the wall, so find a blank space. And in my house, that's really hard to find, so I'm resorted to my door, my closet door. I'm going to use a ball. You don't have to have a ball. You could do this with some of the things with a towel. The first thing we're going to do is place that ball behind our head, and a towel won't really work for that. So just keep it close by, and then let's get started. We're going to start with that ball behind our head. So you want to place it near the hard point, the atlas axis, so right up at the skull, the edge here, not at your neck. So right more up at the top here. We're going to place that ball back behind our head, and you'll have to make accommodations for your feet. So you're not going to be right up against the wall. You'll be about the distance of the ball. So as far as how far away from the wall. So you're pressing your head into that ball. You're going to go from side to side with a little pressure, waking up those spinal erectors. The ball may move and you'll just have to adjust. If you don't have a ball, just keep your head gently pressing into the wall and again going side to side. And of course, if you do not have a ball, your feet will be a little closer to the wall, but they do not have to touch the wall. Bend your knees and just begin to take your head from side to side. Notice as well how the reaction of your waist is. Your ribs should come in. Your belly button, you can imagine you've got a belt across your hips, low-rise jeans, and you've got a belt. My ball keeps moving. I think I need to find a different ball this next time. So from side to side, then come back to the center. Again, readjust that ball. You're going to take your chin down and back up. We're going to start from the top and move our way down. So we're starting at our neck, because you want to align ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, and hips over ankles. And let's just do one more of these. And the range of motion is just whatever you feel comfortable in today. We're going to take that ball from here. We're going to go ahead and place it between your thighs, close to your knees. You'll walk your knees out. If you do not have a ball, you can put a towel in between, kind of bunch it up, roll it up, and then squeeze it so your knees aren't drifting out, but they're drawing in. So now, as we squeeze our ball, we're going to drop down a little bit into a little deeper squat. Belly to the spine. We're going to draw our belly button in deeper as we exhale, 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 and then release. I know you can't really see, but if I'm up against the wall, I'm drawing my belly button flat. So I'm trying to get rid of this space for the moment, just to turn on these low abdominal muscles. And again, squeeze in. So we squeeze the ball, and that's reflective of what's going on through here. And then also check in with your ribs. Feel them draw in, and then release. Let's go for two more. You can even put your hands on your rib cage and feel them kind of knitting together. Drop the chin slightly. Two more. We'll go for an exhale, 5 counts. Inhale. Really expand the sides and back of the torso, and then exhale, squeeze in. Oh, one more. Inhale. Deep, deep rib cage expansion, and then exhale. The chin keeps wanting to drop up. Drop those chins down slightly so they're parallel with the floor. Now keep that ball in between. We're going to take our chin and drop our chin towards our chest, and we're going to start to spiral our spine. So allow the head to hang, allow the shoulders to drop, and start to peel off your wall. You're going to go to about the knees. You can place your hands on your knees. Take a breath here. My pelvis is still against the wall. Now I'm going to use that belly contraction. I'm pushing my belly, my back into the wall, my spine into the wall, and rolling back up. Inhale at the top, little chin nod, and now bone by bone, section by section, I'm peeling off like you peel a fruit roll-up off the wax paper. So you're just going to peel section by section at a time. Inhale at your lowest point, squeeze the ball a little bit, and roll back up. Making sure you're not pushing your whole spine back up, but I'll give you a side view that you're rolling back up. Ooh, that was a little too much through the spine. So again, if I was at the wall, I'd start from my head, then my shoulders, then my ribs, and then my pelvis stays against the wall. Continue to go down. If you can go deeper, let that head hang. Inhale with your lowest point, belly to the spine, and then again, slowly start to curl. Pressure back to the wall. If I was up at the wall, that's how you would connect bone by bone. Let's do that one more time. If the ball's not serving you, or if it feels like it's letting your legs go too wide, you can bring it to your ankles. And let's do that all the way this time. We're going to go all the way to the floor, keeping that squeeze of the ball in, or the towel if you're using that. Let's see if we can go all the way down to the floor. Knees are bent. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, I want you to drop your bottom down the wall. And then lift. Now, if you don't have a wall, or it's just not working at the wall, you can come on off the wall and just do a little bend and extend. Bend and extend. But if you are at the wall, the bottom will stay connected to the wall, and you're just sliding it down and sliding it up. If you can straighten your legs, great, but that's not necessary. Keep a micro bend. And then from this next one, you're going to bend your knees, keep the drop, draw the belly button to your spine, roll back up. Bone by bone, check in. From here, we're going to squat down even more. If your knees end up over your toes, walk them out a little bit. Oh, I've lost my ball. You can readjust. All right, so we're going to go into a little deeper wall squat. Again, ribs in, pelvis against the wall, head and shoulders against the wall. We're going to slowly start to let our arms alternate to warm up. Kind of also takes our brain off of our thighs. And again, if this is becoming too much, you can get rid of the ball. You can put the ball between your ankles and continue. If you want more, see if you can squat down even a little lower. Getting into that lateral breath, making sure you can breathe, but don't let these ribs pop away from the wall. Keep them in. Head is back as best you can. If you can't get your head back to the wall, this is a good place for that towel if you have it. Take both arms up and circle. And circle. Now, if it's becoming too much for your legs, feel free to come up a little higher. Continue your circle for 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. How's that back? How's the belly? Is it touching the wall still? Let's reverse. It is a circle. We like to go both directions. Inhale. Feel like you're expanding your personal space as you reach those arms wide. We're going to do one more thing here. We're going to take our arms wide, so stopping at this point. Hopefully I can do it. You're going to side stretch. Hopefully there's nothing in your way. You're going to side stretch over. If there is, just work around it. And then over to the other side, staying close to the wall. And reach. Are we still squeezing our towel or our ball? And up and over. So we're just waking up in the different planes of motion, frontal, sagittal. One last one. Nice little side bend, whatever you can do today. And if you have shoulder issues, you can't use the arms, just a reach from side to side could also work. And that might feel better than using both arms. Now from here, we're going to press through our feet, release the ball, walk yourself back up, get as close to the wall as you can. Feel the head back, the ribs back, the pelvis. The heels do not have to touch the wall. We don't walk around with our feet behind us. They're right underneath us, but a lot of times, depending on your body type, if your feet are right up against the wall and we have to make space for your glutes, in other words. So bring them about 6 inches away, keeping the head against the wall, ribs, shoulder, belly. Take a nice deep inhale. And then as you exhale, soften those ribs, slowly peel off the wall. We're going to take our elbows, open out, and twist. And twist. Go for one more each. Twist. Because we can't get the rotational movement when we're at the wall. And then release. Inhale, stretch the arms up. See if you can rise up, keeping that same posture. Ribs in, belt on. Squeeze the imaginary ball. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come on down. And release. Thank you so much for joining me.